Alright guys, so I want to show you, since it's wintertime, normally, let me see, normally I'll feed my chickens a 22% layer, but since I went to a non-GMO, the guy did have 20%, but I ended up getting 16. I had the wife pick it up. She just picked the wrong one up, but that's okay. What I'm going to do is, I ordered something, and I'm going to up the protein in the feed. Let me just show you. So what I did was I ordered 2 of these bad boys. It's 11 pounds of mealworms. So I've ordered 22 pounds of mealworms. What I'm doing now is putting it in these buckets, food grade buckets I bought from Walmart. And it's actually taken, looks like about 3, because there's the rest of that one. Rest of that one there. And then what I'm adding into it to help is some diatomaceous earth. I ordered a 50-pound bag of diatomaceous earth. Now, for those of you that don't know what diatomaceous earth, it's actually a fossilized sea plant. What it does is it kills your parasites mechanically, not chemically. So what it does is it latches on to the exoskeleton of, say, a flea or something like that, or a lice, or mite, same thing. Like, it's a bird lice, and it kills them. So it cuts into the exoskeleton, then it sucks up the moisture out of the creature, out of the bug. People use it in gardens. They can use it. I've used it before to combat squash bugs. A little hard. You got to keep it thick. Squash bugs are a big beetle, thick beetle, basically. But I'm going to be using that in the garden this year. Let's see what else. And like I said, I add it into their feed. Also helps with internal parasites. So, and I've used it before. I ran out of it. Just really, it's about $60. It had been $70 for a 50-pound bag. I found it for $56. So I was like, $56 with free shipping, I'll buy it. Like I said, it's great stuff. Been using it a long time. What you're gonna do as far as your bird lice or mites, wherever they're dust bathing, I just like to pour it down. I pour a little bit down right there and let them dust bathe in it. And like I said, that's going to help them apply it. Now, I have had it where they were really bad infested. What I did was I chased all the birds inside the coop, closed it, and then I would catch them and treat one at a time. And I would just dust the whole thing, the whole bird, and then I would release them out into the yard. But there's only one downside to it. I say one. Even though it's non-chemical, it kills mechanically. I'm asthmatic, and with allergies, I have used it without a mask, and it would actually make my nose bleed. So make sure, if you're dealing with large amounts of it, wear a mask. It shouldn't be that hard right now with the COVID going on. Everybody should have a mask laying around. Put a mask on. The one I bought, I actually had an accident, took it out of the plastic bag, and it had been split. It went everywhere. I can post a picture, and I may do it at the end, but it went everywhere. And I had to pick it all up off the ground. I've contacted the company. We'll see if anything comes of it. But, so that's what I got going on. Like I said, I'm going to add that the mealworms, and the diatomaceous earth. I'm going to add those after because I'm fermenting the feed. So I don't want to ferment the bugs. I want them to get the full nutrients. And your mealworms are going to be a high protein and fat content. So that's going to be good for them, especially in the wintertime. Crickets would be great. I got to work on that. I'm doing a video now. I just have to get the dirt and everything, and I'll kind of show you how to make a I guess a little hatchery, for crickets. But right now, and I do have my own mealworms. I'm still raising them, but it's a small batch. I got to get the process down. I just split the colony, so we'll see how that goes. Trying to get enough where I can start feeding them to my animals. But yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. Like I said, I'm gonna use that to up the content, especially with them losing their feathers and everything right now, and they're starting to grow them back. They're still not laying very well, so I'm gonna see. I'm getting about 1 egg a day. 1 egg. I was getting. Lost a couple. Or no, I lost one female. So I was getting about 8 to 10 eggs a day. There's about 16, 17 birds. That's not bad. They won't, not all of them. I got some older hens. They lay about once or twice a week. You can tell their eggs because their eggs are a lot thinner and they got a lot of defects on the shell. No big deal. They still eat fine. But let's see if it improves it. Like I said, I fed them to 20%. Didn't make much of a difference. I usually feed them a 22% layer pellet, and they keep laying all winter long. And I mean laying like crazy, but I want to let their body take a little bit of a rest. They laid all winter for me last year, so been about a month. So I'm gonna start kicking up that protein and see how they do. I mean, bugs is what they naturally eat, and I think Flock Party makes one where they actually add. It's actually made. The proteins are made with crickets and mealworms. But I want to see. I'm not going to add much. I'm probably going to add one of those like small, about 8-ounce cup. We'll just go with an 8-ounce cup to the feed. So I'll add about 4 ounces per bowl. I got 2 bowls out there. But I just want to see if this will work. Like I said, they're non-GMO. So bought them off of Amazon. The packaging, it's not labeled the same as what that picture said, but they're advertising a non-GMO. The only problem I have with it is they do come from China. I tried looking for a U.S. bred, and I can't find it. I would love to do it myself and be a U.S. bred factory. We'll see how that goes. Like I said, I'm gonna do it for myself, and I may do it for a couple people around town or so, and start out, see how we do. Same thing with the crickets. But I just got a lot of stuff going on. I just want to kind of share that with you. I'm going to put these these mealworms in the buckets and see how they do. Next weekend at Christmas, I should be releasing a video. Hopefully somebody kills a deer. We're going to be hunting Chickasaw Wildlife Refuge. I love hunting public land. Mainly what I have. I don't have any private land around here, so we're going to be doing that and probably doing some duck hunting too. I'll try to get all that video. I'm going to put that on the page. But as far as the farming goes, not doing a whole lot with plants wise. I'm just more concentrating on self-sufficiency. Trying to feed the animals that I have without buying feed or minimum feed. But right now I'm having to buy feed. I don't mind. I am buying them local, and it comes from a mill in, I think, out towards Nashville. The guy gets it. It's all non-GMO. I know a lot of people like organic. Organic, it's a kind of a weird thing. I don't want to get into it right now, but non-GMO is good for me. That works for me. And the egg yolks do taste better using the grain with the NutriBalance little vitamin pack they got in it. They're actually really, really rich yolks. I love them. They taste a whole lot better. But yeah, that's what I got going on now. I figured I'd let y'all let y'all in a little bit what I'm doing. Kind of, see what I'm doing. But thank you, subscribe, like, and we'll see what else we can do. I might even do some survival tip videos. I thought about doing that. I've been kind of doing that stuff for about 10-15 years now. In fact, over there in that corner's my and my wife's bug out bag. Check that out. Oh, let's cut that like that. There we go. That's our bug out bags. But I can kind of go in through that if you would like. Just little tips here and there. Alright, anyway, thank you for watching.